What's up, guys? Welcome to Mobility Monday, a brand new series here inside the 8th Street Gym, powered by Once Upon a Coconut. On Mondays, we're talking mobility. Everything from the ankles, hips, shoulders, T-spine, wrist. Heck, if it moves, we're gonna cover it. Whether you're an athlete out there that wants to run faster, jump higher, squat deeper, gain an edge in your sport, if you're someone that just wants to move better, feel better, and reduce those aches and pains, improving your mobility is one of the best investments you can make. And what better place to start than with the ankles? Whether you're sprinting fast, you're jumping high, you're moving weight in the weight room, or you're just moving through everyday life, the ankles are your foundation. Everything starts from the ground up. And let me tell you, if those things are tight, stiff, you're leaving gains on the table. So let's unlock your true potential with my top 3 ankle mobility drills, 8th Street Gym, Mobility Mondays. Let's go. Hey, before we get into today's drills, I want to give a huge shout out to Once Upon a Coconut for powering this series and for hooking us up here in the 8th Street Gym. I know today there's a ton of sports drinks out there and it can get a little overwhelming, but coconut water has always been nature's very own sports. Once Upon a Coconut has figured out a way to put that into a can, and they absolutely nailed it. The flavors are all incredible. It's refreshing. I use it pre-workout, during my intra-workout, and even during my post-workout shake with my personal favorite, the chocolate version. Mix that with a little vanilla protein. I'm telling you, if you don't know, you better find out. It is awesome. If you're looking for a better way to stay hydrated, definitely check these guys out. Appreciate the love. Before we even get to the mobility drills, the very first thing I like to do is actually roll out the bottom of our feet. You can simply do this with a lacrosse ball. Think about it like this. Before we mobilize the joint and really open it up, we gotta release all the tension. And we're always walking around wearing shoes on our feet every day. We tend to neglect the bottom of the feet. So grab a lacrosse ball, take your shoes off, and I'm rolling the bottom of my feet out for about a minute each foot, all the way from my heels to my toes. I'm really applying pressure into that foot, trying to dig out and release all that tension that's in my feet. So here's the first drill. I call these rocking calf raises. I love performing these on a sand dune or a half moon shaped foam roll. I use one from a company called Archaeus. It's really great because it allows me to kind of move in that motion that we're looking for. But if you don't have either of those, use an RX pad, it's fine. Here's what we're doing. We're performing a traditional calf raise where I'm getting that heel as high as I can, and then I'm rocking backwards in the reverse, and I'm doing a tib raise, getting my toes as high as I can as I'm on my heels. And I'm kind of just rocking back and forth for about 10 to 12 reps for 1 to 2 sets, nice and slow and controlled, pulling my toes towards my shins and then pulling my heels up towards the sky. I'm getting a great stretch through the calves and Achilles, and I love this drill because it wakes up the ankles nice and easy before we get into our training. All right, next drill, slant board ankle stretch. Gonna need a slant board for this one, and the key here is to keep that heel down into the ground as I push my knee past my toe as far as I can. This is a great drill for dorsiflexion. If I want to make this even better, I can use a band distracted technique or some sort of weight like a kettlebell on the top of my knee. That's going to help me push and put more range of motion with that ankle. I'm about 1 to 2 sets, anywhere from 30 seconds or 10 to 15 passes with the knee. All right, the last drill is reverse ankle sit. I don't need any equipment for this, just simply get in a tall kneeling position, knees on the ground, gonna flatten out the back of my feet, and I'm gradually gonna sink my hips back onto my heels and just nice and easy, let those ankles open up. Now, I wanna take this exercise to the next level, get you a sand dune or a couple RX pads to elevate the knees and elevate the toes. I'm on a sand dune, sink back in that position. With the knees elevated, I'm getting much more range of motion in a deeper stretch. Takes that stretch to the next level, I'm telling you. Also can go toes elevated, where my knees are on the ground, back of my feet are now elevated. And both ways are a great added difficulty level, deeper range of motion on this stretch. Reverse ankle sit, don't sleep on it. Give it a try to help you out. So there you have it, my top 3 ankle mobility drills. Remember, better range of motion in the ankles. I'm unlocking my true potential when it comes to jumping higher, sprinting faster, moving better, reducing those aches and pains, just overall movement quality. Give these drills a try and watch. Over time, you'll notice the difference. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button and subscribe because there's more where that came from. 8th Street Gym. Boom.